Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanna. Today I'm going to be doing another inspired by video, and this one is a little bit different because it's not based on a book or a movie or a show. It's not even based on a palette. Today it's inspired by a season, and that season is obviously summer, as we're in summer right now. It's kind of the middle of summer. And we're going to be doing 3 eyeshadow looks that are kind of based on summer treats, summer foods. So we're going to be doing a watermelon eyeshadow look, a rocket pop eyeshadow look, and then this one, which is obviously cotton candy inspired. So if you want to see how these looks are done, then just stick around and keep watching.
Look 1 was inspired by watermelon. I'm starting with the shade Gloom from the Pastel Goth palette, which is a matte seafoam green. And I'm just running that back and forth through the crease on a Wet n Wild P20 brush. Next I'm taking Mahia from the Blushtribe Hasina 2 palette, and this is sort of a matte, bright green. It's almost like the green you would find on a watermelon. I'm putting that through the lower crease and outer corner of my eye on a Sigma E36 brush. I'm going to cut my crease a little bit, and for that I'm taking the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, just in the white shade, that's C0. And I'm taking a Wet n Wild small concealer brush, just a small flat brush, and blending that in through the inner 2/3 of my lid, just where I don't have any color put down yet. So on top of the white concealer, I'm taking the shade Clementine, which is a matte peach, and I'm just going to use the Real Techniques eye shading brush to pat that all over the inner 2/3 of my lid where there's no color yet, and I'm going to worry about blending that in a moment. I'm going back to my Sigma E36 brush, and I'm taking a little bit more of the shade Mahia, which is the brighter green. I'm just blending on top of that peach color, both on the outer corner and through the crease. And then taking more Gloom, which is the lighter green, and using my larger Wet n Wild fluffy brush through the upper crease transition area before taking Mahia on the lower lash line. I'm taking the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Fireball on the Real Techniques eye shading brush. This is a peach pink duochrome. It's just going to add a little bit of extra flair on the lid. On the inner corner, I'm taking the Essence eyeshadow in Apricotta, which is a very pale apricot shimmer. And I'm also going to put that on each brow bone. For my winged liner, I'm taking the NYX Vinyl Liquid Eyeliner in black. It's got sort of a glossy finish to it, and I'm just going to put that on each eye. For mascara, I'm using the Nars Climax mascara. And with the NYX Epic Ink Liner, which is more matte, I'm drawing 3 little oblong shaped seeds on the outer corner of the peach shade on my lid. This is the finished eye look. And this is the full face. The second look is inspired by the Rocket Popsicles. I'm starting with the shade Anika from the Blushtribe Hasina 2 palette, which is a matte pool blue. And I'm using the Real Techniques eye shading brush to pat that on the outer corner and through the outer crease of each eye. Not worrying about blending it yet, I'm literally just packing on the pigment. Next, I'm taking the shade Heartbeat from the Hard Candy Look Pro Rose Gold palette, and this is a matte red shade that I'm using on the same Real Techniques brush, just putting that on the inner portion of my crease and transition area and blending that into the blue shade, and it'll make a purple because that's what happens when you blend colors together. Now I'm taking my Sigma E36 brush, which is my very tiny blending brush, and I'm just using very gentle motions to blend the edges of everything in the crease. I don't want to blend too high up. I'm just very softly blending. I'm taking Igneous Cosmetics Quartz, which is a very soft white shimmer. It's not too pigmented on its own, so I've wet the brush, which is a Wet n Wild small concealer brush, and made it a little bit more pigmented so you can tell that it's actually white and showing up on my skin. And I'm putting that all over the inner portion of my lid until it connects with both the red and the blue. You can see here how I'm kind of dragging the color all the way up to the red shade in my crease, kind of just cleaning up that line. From the Hasina 2, I'm taking the shade Mina, which is pretty much the same shade as Anika, but it's a shimmer, and I'm putting that on the outer corner of my lower lash line on a Real Techniques large smudge brush. I'm also going to pat that over top of Anika on my outer corner. On the inner portion of my lower lash line, I'm just going to take more Heartbeat, which is that red, and connect it with the blue. On my inner corner, I'm taking Sunbeam by Cliona Cosmetics. This is one of their glitter multi-chromes. It's like a pink, gold, orange, lime shift. And I'm also going to put a little bit of that shade on my brow bone. Just to add a little bit more white in there, I'm adding the Annabelle brush tip eyeliner in white and creating a wing. For mascara, I'm using the Essence Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. This is the finished eye look. And this is the full face. The final look is inspired by cotton candy. I'm starting with Igneous Cosmetics Sea Breeze, which is a pastel aqua, and I'm putting that on the outer 2/3 of my crease and transition area on a sort of flat and fluffy brush that I got from the Dollar Tree. Using the same brush, I'm dragging that color down from the outer corner, down the outer lower lash line. I'm taking the shade Creme from the Juvia's Place Deuce palette, which is a matte cotton candy pink, and I'm using that on a Real Techniques eye shading brush to pat that all over the empty space on my lid, leaving just a small space at the inner corner of my eye for a different color. I'm also taking Creme on the same brush and putting that on the inner portion of my lower lash line. I'm using the NYX Hot Singles Eyeshadow in Flirt, which is a matte pinkish purple shade. I'm using that on a Sigma E36 through the crease, and that's just going to blend the pink on the lid and the turquoise through the crease. I'm also blending that on the lower lash line just to make sure that the shades are blended together there too, before taking a bit more Sea Breeze through my crease. On the empty space I left on the inner portion of my crease and inner corner, I'm going to be taking Skull and Star, which are a matte white and a matte yellow, and I'm taking that on the Sigma E36. I want this shade to be very lightly blended and very soft and ethereal. I don't want it to look like I've just taken a packing brush and put it right down on the inner corner. I just want it to be very pastel like everything else here. Going back into the Deuce palette, I'm taking the shade Tarte, which is a pink violet duochrome, and I'm putting that on the brow bone. And for mascara, I'm taking the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. This is the finished eye look. And this is the full face.
So those are the 3 looks. Let me know which one was your favorite, which one you'd maybe like to try for yourself. I hope you enjoyed them. There's so many different summer foods that make for really unique eyeshadow looks, so it was really hard to choose which ones I wanted to do. But I chose these ones and I'm really happy with how they turned out. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm going to have all the makeup details below and all of my links to other content below. If you'd like to look at my Patreon or my Instagram, that will be down there. And of course, stay tuned for more videos. I do post quite frequently on here. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, that's okay too. And I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time.